The river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Say. What? Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. 26.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Check 3. Check 26, check 61. Max box. Right. Gun. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Elliott, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Quick dash. Come. Kill. Then we're going to 53. 26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's get off the field. Kill.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. LaShawn McCoy, 85 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality? Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally? And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashawn Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this was going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
We got 4. We got 4.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
We're going to sign. We're going to red 80.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
That was a nice throw out there into the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Third and short yardage. Prescott letting one fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
58. Let's go, defense.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Prescott stripped. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Prescott to throw on fourth. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Now McCoy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side.
Let's go, get excited, let's go, let's go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Here's Darnold. He finds McCoy. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Bravo. Mike 51. Mike 51. 51.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Yo.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Right there.
On second and goal. Darnold. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Jets. Demaryius Thomas. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, it's McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on, Eddie. He don't want.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now it's Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So with time running out in the half, they were forced to settle there for the short field goal.
And you and I both know they would have loved one more shot at the end zone before they decided to settle for that field goal. But it was a prudent, smart play. Take the points and move on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. McCoy. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Keep playing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
We're going to 54. Wide. Watch the run. Slam. Slam.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Elliott, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Pick it up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Get that.
Prescott from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them.
And now look at him go. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Prescott and the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
47.
Joker.
26.
Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. They'll go again to McCoy. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get 1 mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Cooper was the intended target.
The Jets take over first and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Watch the run. They're running it.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now McCoy, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple. Prescott. This to Jarwin. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47.
Prescott now. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
47.
Prescott on first down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
To the air again, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's just me and you.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
All day, baby, all day.
54.
The shotgun snap for Darnold.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
55. Hey, eat. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, kill.
58 the ball. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming.
Here we go, 26.
Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 71 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Zerline good with a PAT as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
We're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Going their way, but you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Today's final score, Jets.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.